Hi everyone and happy Super Soul Sunday. It's been a long time since I have done a Facebook Live or Periscope or any live streaming. So I figure I will go ahead and do some live streaming today. So I'm just going to wait a few moments before anyone else pops in. I'm going to go ahead and invite a few people, which is a new feature on Facebook Live. Some of my closest and dearest peeps on Facebook. So, you guys, just give me 1 second here. And some of my loyal followers who probably do not know that I am on Facebook Live right now. Up there. So, anyway, as I go ahead and get going here, so I just want to go ahead and talk about today's topic, which is everything is temporary. And what does that exactly mean? Everything is temporary. So I'm going to go ahead and break down that topic because, I posted that quote a while ago and wasn't quite sure what it meant. So it took me a while to really get it, to really understand what it meant to be everything, to me, for everything is temporary. And the inspiration for that quote, for that topic, for this message of today is my mom. I love it because since my mom has passed last year, she's been really instrumental in elevating my awareness of total consciousness and life and everything that's around me. And it's just been amazing to see and to witness my own spiritual growth because of that. And in this moment, I just want to thank my mom, wherever she is, right here with me, beside me, a part of me, part of the fabric of this being. Thank you for that inspiration. So for those of you that are just joining me for the first time, I want to stress that this is a very interactive Facebook Live. It's not going to be me sitting here talking. I want you guys to really ask questions, and whatever's on your mind, I'll do my best to answer them as I go along, as I go ahead and get more comfy, cozy here. So, no matter what, so I'm just going to go jump out on in here. So, no matter what the situation is, no matter what it is that we may feel, that every situation is temporary. It's our perception of that moment or that situation that really elongates the memory, making it appear to be more permanent than what it is. And let me just kind of break that down for you. In the instance of the inspiration, my mom, we, know that death is imminent, no matter what. We all gonna die. We just don't know when. But it's our perception of having a longer life and having a life that's really, really fulfilled. A life that, where we're always constantly doing something. A life where we always are fulfilling a goal or idea or destiny gives it that perception to where we feel that, it's more than what it is. It's longer than what it is. It's not as temporary. We make it a permanent. We create a permanent impression on our brain and our mind and our energy. And with us having this impression of allowing it to be more permanent, we create this false sense of reality, saying like, oh, well, this is permanent, this is going to last forever, it's going to be as infinite as we desire it to be. And yes, to an extent, it is true. It is true that, we create this permanent impression on our energy, and that permanent impression lies in our memory. And what does that mean for us, having it in our memory? It is the fact that our energy stream, no matter where it is, no matter how long it is, we create the sense that our memories extend past the, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It extends past the sense of which we create a new, it's just coming to me slowly. So the energy stream that we create, that which we feel is permanent, creates an imprint on our energy, on our aura, which extends beyond this life. So like in our energy field, in our Akashic record, in everything that we sense, we feel that it creates a whole new dimension of reality for ourselves and who we are and what we create. So for those of you that are watching, I hope this is all making sense. And if it's not, please ask questions. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to evolve and to assist one another in the raising of our consciousness and the raising of our evolution. And it is only a joint effort that we can do this. Yay! Teresa's here. Hi, Teresa and Renee. So yeah, so if you missed anything, be sure to definitely go back a few minutes on the replay. But yeah, so pretty much anything that we feel is in our consciousness. It not only makes it temporary here in this place-time reality that we are living in right now, but sometimes that energy extends beyond this life into the next life, and then we're able to examine it and to really understand what it means to be in this holding pattern of this temporary place. And it's our perception of which that we create that makes it more permanent. Or, oh, hi, Michelle. I thought I was talking to Teresa earlier on Periscope, and she said, well, she may use your account to log in since she doesn't have Facebook. But anyway, I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are witnessing this, so that means that this was meant for you to hear as well. So anyway, going back on topic. Hi, Robin. So it's our perception that creates this level of whether if a situation is temporary here, and if it transcends into the ether, it transcends into the Akashic record, transcends into the oneness of the universe. So with that being said, the temporary situation can be something that is material, something that is our life force, something that is our energy that just allows for it to go wherever it needs to go. Whether this is going to stay here on this earth plane being temporary, or if it's going to transcend into something that can serve us not only in this life but into the next life as well. So just staying on topic, keeping on along with my notes. But does anyone have any questions so far? Feel free to ask, because that's what I am here for, to help guide everyone, to help us all evolve consciously into the newness that is being created because of our new level of awareness that is evolving on the planet. So are there any questions so far? Does everyone get it? I like all the thumbs, I like all the hearts. So just going to look for someone else to try to invite here. And this is kind of cool that I didn't know that you can invite people on Facebook Live, which is so amazing. I absolutely love it. So before I get back on topic, just want to search for someone really quick, and I can't find them. So anyway, just going to go back on topic here. So whether it's our life force, and I know this is a big, issue for most people, that we feel that, everything that we have to do with our physical body, is a situation that we created and they feel is permanent. Like, for example, when you age, when you go through the process of aging, is that when we are in this physical body, and that some things are inevitable, such as our health, and how do we maintain that, how do we keep it, how do we stay looking youthful. So we go to all these external places to feel better about ourselves physically, and yet we tend not to look inside ourselves to find that solution of maintaining our youth and listening to our body and just allowing ourselves to be at home with who we are. And I say this because, everything that we have been shown in our lives, everything that we feel is happening to us, is because of the perception that we see and everything that we create internally. So, for example, say, you're a young teenage guy or gal and you have this amazing body, amazing face, and you want to do everything you can to maintain that temporary look. Because it is temporary. The physical appearance, everything that we have is temporary unless we find a way to change our perception of that. And, it's inevitable that, yes, we will age, and yes, how am I going to keep this amazing face? How am I going to keep this amazing body? So we go to, some of us, to extreme lengths to keep that youthful look. And that youthful appearance, yes, is only temporary, but it's a place to which we have to honor where we are, when we are, and how we keep that. And the best way to honor that which we have is to say, to my favorite words, thank you. Thank you for what we have. Thank you for who we are. Thank you for where we are. And when we do acknowledge that, then the temporary place, is recognized and may be elongated and transcend what we typically would know as a particular time period where we start to age gracefully or start to age and not age the way we would like to. So we put our hands in and put our fingers in the pie and okay, how can I interrupt this flow? How can I disrupt this flow to create something more magical, to create something more of what I truly desire here in this point? So, does everyone understand? Does everyone get that? Because there's not a lot of I see, there's only one person in the room now. I think that's Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. But it's really interesting to figure out and to see where we are and how we are, when we are in our lives, to understand that everything is truly temporary, no matter how much we tend to perceive it, or how to let it go, or really just how to really understand where we are. And just moving on along with my notes is that every situation, no matter how big or how small it may appear, it is only temporary. And it wasn't until, like I said before the beginning of this broadcast, it wasn't until, my mom, when she passed, and it wasn't until then till I really and truly understood where she was and how she was and what she chose to experience. And she's like, okay, I'm ready. And it was her choosing to say, okay, I'm ready to depart this world. I'm ready to go and finish my work and to do the work that I have chosen to do, to honor herself and where she is. So it's our level of allowance or disallowance to interrupt or maintain the integrity of the flow in which we carry in every situation, in every experience. So that's pretty much what it comes down to, is the acceptance of that no matter what it is, physical, non-physical, material, energetically, whatever it is that you're feeling here in that moment, in that space, know that it is only temporary. Know that it's where you are supposed to be, and to honor yourself in that moment and say, okay, this is where I am. And no matter how difficult or how challenging that situation may be, but just know that you have the power to make the best of that moment. And it is you that can change the energy of it by just accepting where you are. And if you are unable to accept where you are, then somehow you have to look deeper within yourself. It's like, okay, I get it. This is where I am. This is what I have to accept. This is what I have to flow into to get to where I want to be. And you can change any situation at any time. And that's the power, the beauty of knowing that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Your financial situation is temporary. Your, health situation is temporary. Your, I don't know, whatever it is that you're going through, it's all temporary, and you have the power to change it. You have the will, the joy, the power to change it. And that's what it basically comes down to, is your will, your desire to change your temporary situation, to make it more permanent into something that transcends this earthly realm, to transcend into the universe, and knowing that I have the power all along. So yeah, that's pretty much where we go, pretty much how we follow through into all that we do, into anything that we all can feel in our lives. Yes. Thank you, Michelle. Yay, there is a live person out there watching me, and along with 3-4 other people. Yay, I appreciate it so much. So if those of you that are watching this on the replay, feel free to connect with me. Write your questions in the comments, and I will do my best to pretty much answer any and all questions posted after this broadcast is over, because my purpose, my desire is to help everyone elevate their consciousness, help them to feel their joy, to feel into their love, and to do all things that make them joyful and more loving and happy where they are. Because this is where we tend to know where we are, and knowing that no matter what it is that we are experiencing, it's only temporary. I mean, every joyous moment, every sad moment, and all the feelings in between, they're only temporary. But how can we transcend and make those happier, joyful moments longer? It is because we have the power to really internalize and come from a place within, as opposed to looking out. And that's what makes every situation even more, even shorter, even more temporary, if that's a phrase we can use. It is because of that level that we invest in ourselves that we create situations and experiences that are less gratifying, that are less tangible, because we're not fully invested in it. No matter what it is, no matter how we feel it, no, even if it's everything from the materialistic level all the way down to the spiritual, energetic level. For example,